then you win. Then you say, all right, look, like this is it. And I'm grateful that I have these challenges and these opportunities to be successful, these opportunities to achieve. That's how you do it. That's the mindset. Welcome to the Mindset Artistry Podcast. I'm your host, Dave DiPaolo. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining the Mindset Movement. Today, we are going to talk about it's supposed to be hard. Look, we live in this world where we always want results fast. Our attention span has gone away. We want everything immediately. We get upset when it doesn't happen immediately. We live in this world where everything is at our fingertips. You can order something and it'll be at your house that day or the next. You want answers to something, you can go onto your phone and type in the question and get answers immediately, whether that be Google, ChatGPT, whatever it is. We're so used to getting information very, very quickly. But what we don't get very quickly is results. Even though people think that you do. And, you'll see these people online, you'll see these people who have obtained, great success or riches or all these other things that you want. You see the 20-year-old kid driving a Lambo. You see all these things, and a lot of times it may not be true online, so be careful what you believe, especially if it comes with them trying to sell you a course afterwards on how to get it also. But some people have obtained great success by actually doing it the right way. But we see that result, right? Like we see the end result and we see like, oh man, look what this person has. I want that too. Look what this person can do. I want that too. Look how this person looks. I want that too. But they don't see the grind and the work that goes into it, and they just want the result. And they don't realize how hard it is to actually obtain that because they only see the result and they only want the result. Okay. But you got to understand that's not how it works. So even though you could go in and type in and ask questions and find out all this information very quickly, success doesn't work that way. You can't just ask for something and it happen. You can't just ask for more success or to achieve specific things or ask for more wealth and it actually just happen. The lottery, it doesn't, yeah, okay. Some people win the lottery, right? In the grand scheme of things, I think it's a total scam. Other than that, and maybe some really, really dumb luck in life, it just doesn't happen that way. So you can ask for those things. You can ask for more success. You can ask for to want to achieve something. You could ask for more wealth and riches. You can ask to want to lose weight, be in shape, get stronger, whatever it is. And that doesn't mean that you're going to get that result. And in fact, you will not get that result without putting in the hard work. So whatever it is, if you're praying and asking your God for these things, if you're asking the universe for these things, or if you're just asking yourself, like, hey, you got to do this, we got to do this, one way or another, the result just doesn't happen. Okay. But I'll tell you what does happen. You're going to get more responsibility, more challenges, more obstacles to overcome. You're going to get a path or a roadmap of the hard work that you need to put into to actually accomplish these things, but you're not just going to get the result. Okay. And look, maybe you are asking God for these things. Okay. Maybe you are religious. And if so, why would God trust you with these things that you're asking for if he doesn't think that you deserve it because you're not putting in the work to get it? Right. So when you ask for these things, whether it be God or the universe, and I'm not trying to sell you on religion or spirituality here, but one way, either way you look at this, why would you be trusted with that if you don't show that you're worthy of it, right? So, you can ask for these things like, hey, I want to be more successful. I want to make more money. I want to be, the best at my job. I want to be the best maybe athletically or whatever it is that you're trying to do or accomplish. Well, you don't just snap your fingers and have that, right? Like you actually have to put in the work, and that comes in the form of more responsibility, more challenges. Like I said, more obstacles that you need to overcome, things that you need to learn how to get better, right? And you may fail. You may fail 10 times at something. You may fall flat on your face when you're trying to do these things, but what happens there is you learn from it. Okay, those little micro failures, you got to take those and understand that that's how you learn. That's how you process it. That's how you get better. And then whatever you learned from it, whatever you understood that, hey, this didn't work out in the past, this is what I need to change and do differently. This is what I got to get better at. This is what I need to educate myself at. You take that and then you apply that to whatever it is that you are trying to accomplish. And that's how you do it. That's how you win. That's how you get better. So that's how it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you in the form of way more responsibility. It's going to come to you in the form of way more hardships and things that you need to overcome. And it's going to come to you very harshly. Okay. And you need to understand, like, okay, like this is what I asked for. Like I want more success. I want, I'm a business owner. I want more business. I want more clients, more customers, more patients, whatever it is. Well, that's going to come with harder work. That's going to come with you needing a higher bandwidth of the things that you can do, right? Like that's going to come with maybe you hiring more staff or having some more systems and procedures in place, which are going to make what you do on a day-to-day basis easier, right? Like you got to understand, like this doesn't just come and then boom, you can handle it, right? Like no, like you got to work at it, and it might take months, years, decades for you to actually accomplish what you're looking to accomplish. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Like this is just like simple stuff, right? But again, we go back to we only see the end result. We only see that result that, hey, I want that, right? And there's a great quote out there. Everybody wants the view, but they don't want to take the climb. Like they don't want to put in the hard work of going up that mountain, sweating, putting in that hard work, ripping a hole in your pants and bleeding, like everything that goes into that, getting to that view, but they want the view. Well, you got to put the work in, you got to put the climb in too. And that's how it's going to come to you. It's going to come to you in that form of, all right, well, here's what you want. Here's what you need to do to get it. You got to work your ass off. You got to do things the right way. You got to have a great attitude. You have to have a great mindset. You have to sacrifice. You have to not quit. That's how it's going to come to you. And you need to understand that. Okay. So when you ask for these things, whether it be God, the universe, yourself, whatever it is, when you get those extra responsibilities and that extra workload and these challenges and these obstacles that you need to overcome, don't complain about it. Okay. So when that comes to you, you got to understand this is what I asked for. Okay. I want to be more successful. I want more money. I want to be in great shape. I want to look better. I want to find the right girl or guy. I want to be a great father, a great spouse, whatever it is. Like when that comes to you in that form of challenges, obstacles, and things that you need to get better at and overcome, don't complain about it. You got to understand, like, all right, this is what I asked for, and I'm going to handle this the best that I can, and whatever I don't do great at, I'm going to learn from and get better, and then come back and figure out how to do this the right way, and I'm going to keep getting better and better and better and better, and working and doing things the right way, and then boom. That's when you start seeing the light. That's when you start seeing more results. That's when you start seeing more success. That's when you start to know things are headed in the right direction. But it's not just going to come to you because you want it. It's not just going to come to you because you asked for it. It's not going to just come to you because you prayed for it or anything else. You got to put the work in. Okay, you got to put the work in, and if you feel like you are worthy of having these things, then you should feel that you know that deep down inside you have to put the work in to obtain these things, because nothing worth having comes easy. I mean, you could look back in history, nothing worth having comes easy, plain and simple. It just doesn't. So stop complaining, and then stop being a victim. Right? Stop seeing what other people have, being jealous, or saying, I could do that too, or I could do this better. I'm better than them at this, but they had this. They had a better upbringing. They had better parents. They went to college. They didn't grow up in this neighborhood. They didn't do this, yada, 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 yada. Because I promise you, there are people out there that you've never even heard of, maybe, that have come from less, had more difficult circumstances, and have accomplished more. Okay. And they've accomplished it. They've done it. So you can too. Okay. So stop the victimhood shit. Stop complaining. Stop crying. You asked for this. You asked for more success. You asked for to be able to accomplish these goals that you set for yourself. So don't complain when the workload comes that you need to actually do to get there. Plain and simple. It's that simple. So look, don't be surprised when that's how it comes to you. And then you need to understand and say, all right, this is what I asked for. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to accomplish. This is what I need to get better at. This is what I need to get stronger at. This is what I need to work my ass off for. Because that's how it's going to come to you. Okay? It's not just going to come to you as a result. Know that. Be happy with the added responsibility that you have. Look at it as a challenge. Understand that this is the way you are going to get there, by putting in this hard work, overcoming these challenges, having more responsibility, having more of a workload, and trying to figure it out. And when you do that, when you understand that, when you accept that, when you appreciate that, when you're grateful for that, when you could be thankful for that, thank God for this added responsibility, thank the universe for this added responsibility and their trust that you can do this. Thank yourself, be grateful. Then you win. Then you say, all right, look, like this is it. And I'm grateful that I have these challenges and these opportunities to be successful, these opportunities to achieve. That's how you do it. That's the mindset. That's the mindset you need to have, instead of that victimhood BS and crying and complaining about things and being upset when you do get those extra responsibilities and workload for the success that you actually asked for. So that's it, everyone. I'll see you all next week. Have a great day. Thank you for joining.